Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Doing a little different here with this one because my movie time, the photo booth isn't really working very well. So I figured I'd do it this way. Strike the Blood, episode 10. Pretty good episode. This was pretty solid. The first half was pretty solid. Second half was kind of funny in a way. In the beginning we got, Kujou, we've got Himaragi, and they're basically the whole thing with the cats and everything, and his professor shows up. That was pretty interesting. It was Natsuki. She shows up and says she wants him to accompany him somewhere, and this has to do with this organization we found out in the previous episode and these angels. Yeah. And basically what happens is he goes with her. Of course, Himaragi goes with him as well. And they're basically dealing with these angels that are part of this organization from last episode. And they're basically fighting them, pretty much. Now, the thing about this episode was there are these two angels fighting each other, and basically they have like fireworks going off in the background, and they basically go in to stop them, to intervene. Now, this part was really crazy. I mean, we had Himaragi fighting, she was using, Mitsuki, I believe that's her name, Mitsuki? Natsuki. Natsuki's chains to go close to the angels and stop them and defeat them or whatever, what have you. And at one point, and after that, she gets pushed aside, Himaragi, and then Kujou goes in. He can't use his familiar because after he uses his familiar, it gets knocked away. And when that one angel attacks him, the one that's like yellow, the one with the silver hair just comes out of nowhere and holy shit, knocks the hell out of him and just starts ripping its flesh and eating, just biting into it. At one point, its mask, the silver hair angel's mask is destroyed, and it reveals its cannon, the one from the previous episode. And I was like, whoa, pretty crazy stuff. So what ends on happening is they pretty much they see her, and then they're saying, oh, she was stopping them from hurting Kujou, and then she disappears. And then because at one point he says her name to stop attacking the angel and stuff. So I was like, wow, crazy stuff. Then after that, they basically investigate Kujou and Himaragi, and it leads them to this situation where they go to this building to investigate and find, because they know it's canon, find her guardian and her, and they find out that they're not there. But then we have this girl, Beatrice. Now, Beatrice was shown in the previous episode, the one with the blonde hair. She basically tells them that, oh, they're not here, they're on this research island, and you need to go there, and she's just sinisterly smiling. Like, yeah, you're going into a trap, pretty much. That's essentially what happens. So, they get on this plane, they go on the plane, there's a scene where, Maragi's like, oh, I'm scared with the planes. And they go there, and the guy, he just flat leaves them. That was so funny. Flat leaves them, just completely, on the island by themselves. So they end up going around trying to find shelter. They find this dome-shaped thing, which is what they use to scope out enemies in the sea. And what ends on happening is that's where they are at. and they're basically getting ready. She makes coconut things and stuff, and they're gonna have to stay there until they get rescued. That's the logistics of that. And we also then get another scene back to the island, where school is and everything, and apparently, Sayaka meets up with Motoki, but also Kujou's sister and Asagi show up. So it's like, no, you. It was an embarrassing moment, pretty much, and that leads to this oval, situation. This ultimate situation where, um, pretty much, they're like they they're fighting each other with the whole Kujou thing, and then they basically are asking Asagi to find out where he is, and they search it. She hacks, and does her hacking thing, and finds out where he is. He's on this island of research, the research island, and we go back to Kujou waking up, and he goes into the forest, and he encounters this girl who's bathing. And it's not Himaraki, it's some other girl who looks like Canon, and pretty much it is Canon. And then we also find out that Sayaka was destined to protect this person, and that person is Canon. That's pretty much what happens in this episode. And next week's going to be really good. Next week's going to be huge. We're going to have a fight with Kujou and Canon, I believe, or something along those lines. It's going to get pretty interesting. Remember, the guy who was part of the first progenitor tell the fourth progenitor not to get involved with this. And the reason being is that Canon is an angel, and if he gets involved, he could really die. Because we're talking angels and vampires. I mean, it's divine magic they use and such. So that was the whole bit on that. But yeah, it was a good episode. 4 out of 5. But I have nothing else to add about the Asayama thing. The J-Room's been going off on it. Joe 10, he was telling me, disappointed. It is, and I gave him my 2 cents here and there, and he's like, how does that matter? I explained it to him in a different way. I take it a grain of salt. That's all I have to say. And I understand Joe 10's upset. Everyone else is upset. This is, he says he's changing the ending. I say wait and see. Wait and see. We'll wait and see. But, yeah. So, yeah, after this, I think I'll do Yusha. And then Toriko. Oh, yeah. Toriko show. Let's go in. Next is the Hell, Ice Hell. Oh, shit. Hell Ice Hell arc. That's going to be insane. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Bonkai 922. So I was using this. Fucking photo booth wasn't working. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Episode 10 of Strike the Blood. Angels. He's got to be careful, Kujou. He could die. That's not... But yeah, 4 out of 5. Bonkai 922. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.